first episode of A Year of Career, 52 Practical Answers to Your Questions. I'm Erin Wolfram. I own and operate Career Advantage and Career Advantage Golf, where I help people feel more confident and prepared throughout their job search by helping them with resumes, cover letters, LinkedIn profiles, mock interviews. I also assist with portfolios and websites, so really anything job search related. But each week in this podcast, I answer one question from the public. And this week's question is, if a job posting requires 3 to 5 years of experience and I don't have that, should I apply? So I don't have a lot of time today, so this is going to be a pretty quick answer. But first, one important thing to remember is that there are some organizations that absolutely cannot invite someone in for an interview unless they meet all of the required qualifications 100%. So, for example, I used to work at a university and we had rules and regulations that said that if a candidate applies and they do not meet all of the required qualifications, we could not bring them in for an interview. So that is going to be the case within some organizations. So I'm not saying absolutely not to apply, but what I am saying is if you do apply and you don't get an interview, that possibly could be why. Now, if you don't have 3 to 5 years of experience and that is required, but you still feel that you are qualified for the position, that you have the other skills and strengths and qualifications and experience that they're looking for, you certainly can go ahead and apply. You never know. There may be some organizations that are more lenient. They don't have those strict rules, and they certainly might consider you as a candidate and invite you in for an interview. So you just don't ever know exactly what's going on behind the scenes. So I don't want to discourage you if you really think that you are qualified and you can sell that in your resume and cover letter. Of course, you don't want to lie. If you don't have the 3 to 5 years of experience, you certainly don't want to say that you do, but you can highlight other strengths, experiences, and qualifications that you do have that demonstrate that you are qualified for the position. So let's say again that you keep running into situations where you find positions that you're interested in, you feel that you're qualified for them, but you don't have that 3 to 5 years of experience. Here are a few ideas for how you can start getting more experience so you can achieve that 3 to 5 years. So one of the things we've talked about before in this podcast, of course, is volunteering. There are a lot of organizations out there looking for volunteers. They need help. This week happens to be National Volunteer Week, so it's the perfect time to look for opportunities and sign up to give back. For example, let's say that you're interested in getting into social media marketing, for example. There are a lot of nonprofits out there who need help with their social media. They need somebody to post to Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, all of those things, and you could volunteer to be their social media manager, and that will help you develop that experience. Something else that you could do, and we've talked about this before in this podcast, is get more involved in professional associations that you're already a member of. So if you are in an organization and they have committees, I strongly encourage you to get involved with those committees. So again, another example, maybe if we stick with that social media example, if they have a public relations committee or a communications committee, you could volunteer to be on that committee and you could volunteer to run their social media or create promotional materials for events or other programs that are coming up to get more experience with graphics and things like that. So really look for opportunities within things that you're already doing that will help you build those skills, strengths, and ultimately get those years of experience that you need. Another example, something else that you could consider is looking at your current position and the current organization where you work and see if there are opportunities there to take on more responsibility. So if you see a need somewhere and you're comfortable talking to your supervisor, say, hey, I'm really interested in social media. I know that we don't have someone who's really focusing on that right now. We're all kind of just all hands on deck. Would it be okay if I kind of take a leadership role and take that under my wing and start doing that more consistently, of course, in collaboration with my colleagues? So again, looking for opportunities within your current position could be another opportunity to gain some skills and experience and ultimately get those years that you need to qualify for those opportunities that you're finding. So I know that was really short and really quick, but like I said, I'm pressed for time today, but hopefully that gives you a few ideas of things to consider if you keep running into um, finding positions where you need 3 to 5 years of experience and you don't necessarily have that yet. Hopefully you will someday, and you'll be able to apply and feel really confident and get that interview and ultimately get the job. So anyway, again, I'm Erin Wolfram. I own and operate Career Advantage and Career Advantage Golf. You can check those out at careeradvantageresumes.com and careeradvantagegolf.com. You can also follow me on social media. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And you can find me at Career Advantage Resumes on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And on Twitter, it's at Advantage Golf. Thanks so much and have a great rest of your day.